What did you feel like wasn't working for you guys defensively today? Because I felt like that's where your issues were stemming from.
Yeah, at the start of the game, I thought they had an intent that both in transition and in attacking the paint, hit a go-ahead 3-ball early in the transition 3-ball, and they got what they wanted, and that got them up and about, got them super confident, and I think that rallied into the crowd and then rallied into getting a lot of calls. And to me, the 19-2 free throws at halftime, whether they were there or not there, it's a massive disparity, and we're sitting a lot of guys out when there's a monster out there that is tough to deal with. And give him credit, he was really good today. But yeah, I just thought that first half was such on the back foot in the way their aggression and the way I didn't think it was kind of the same at both ends in that first half. I thought it was a little bit better in the second half, but yeah, I thought it put us on the back foot a lot.
What was the biggest challenge about guarding someone like that? Obviously the size and talent and dealing with the physicality and the visuals at the same time. What's the big challenge?
Yeah, he's you just got to be aware of him the whole time. He gets down the floor pretty quick. The ability to handle the ball as well. I thought once we got set and established a crowd, we still he'd kind of try to reject it and go against the crowd as well, and he had some success doing that. So we could have been better with our own rules about how to guard him. But then there's always the second efforts. There's always the lob threat. So yeah, he's a monster.
I felt like in the second half you started to attack him in the post a little bit more. Do you regret maybe not going to that a little bit earlier and work on the other end a bit more? Yeah,
I thought at times, Jesse faced him up and really attacked his body and picked up a couple of fouls early. Is that a method to try and slow down his offense at the other end? Maybe it is. We've got to do more of it. But yeah, we just felt like we needed, with his rim protection, I thought we still got into the paint, but we just couldn't, these last 4 games, we can't make over 6 threes, 7 threes. Like, we just haven't shot the basketball well. The first 7 games of the season, we're making 11 threes, and we've just really slowed down at that end, whether that's teams doing a better job or us just not shooting the basketball very well. But against that kind of rim protection, you need to make shots, and we didn't.
It felt like you guys would cut it to 7 or 8 or 9, and then they only hit a big shot. Why do you feel like you guys weren't able to cut it anything closer?
Yeah, it felt like that. It felt like we couldn't slow the momentum down. Kind of any time we got a stop or something like that, they would come back down and hit a shot, or we couldn't capitalise on the stops that we could get with making shots. I think we got a lot of good ones, especially in the first half. A lot of really good looks that we missed, especially in the first quarter. But sometimes you just have to make shots, and defensively, I think we just couldn't. Dino spoke on it. They play with a lot of pace, and we just couldn't slow them down, especially to start the game, and couldn't stop their momentum.
What's the feeling in the group when 9 in a row, and that feels great, and it was 2 in a row? It must be a pretty foreign feeling this season. What's the feeling like?
I mean, it's obviously foreign this season, but we have a lot of experienced guys. This is the NBL. You know what I mean? It's like it's been such a great league over the last 5-10 years, because anyone can beat anyone on any floor on any given day. So we have to learn from this, and we got a big one on Saturday, against Southeast. So come out with a different intent.
Guarding Javel's obviously a different tall pass. What's the biggest challenge for you if someone like that would do a lot of different things that way?
He obviously is a mix of size and skill. He takes up so much space, so much attention. Every defensive position, you have to be aware of where he is, and vertically as well, and how much you can help off other guys spacing the floor with the shooters. But he was aggressive consistently throughout the game, and drew a lot of fouls on us, and
I know it's a different group, and players, but was it talk about the last time you guys were down here and you know, the disappointment? Was that talked about, or was that been put behind you?
No, it wasn't talked about. You know, obviously, I talked about in the press conference the other night just to say I'd love to go back there and get a win and, you know, just move on. But yeah, it wasn't a motivation for this group at all. It was just about, you know, we did some things that we wanted to improve on from the Kings game, and you know, big moments in that game, and you know, how you rebound, how you guard the 3-point line, and it's 2 games in a row that teams have shot the 3 pretty well against us, and you know, different people tonight. You know, felt like Davo was just stepping into things, and he was super aggressive as well. Does that go 4 or 5? Tyler makes 4 or 5. Yeah, the big fella makes his free throws. Yeah, they played well.
And I guess Jesse had a really good game, but having to play limited minutes, I imagine, because of foul trouble early on, did that affect the rotation?
Yeah, it always does. Foul trouble, you know, to your bigs always affects it. You know, but we trust Fab. You know, he did as good a job as anyone, guarding JaVale as well. So, you know, again, when he's in the game, we like his 3-ball, and he wasn't able to kind of stretch it out and make some of those tonight, which is, you know, a counter that we saw in New Zealand with Meninga have some pick and pop 5s and something that for him to deal with. But yeah, we weren't able to do that tonight.
Yeah, I don't know from your perspective, but it felt like Tyson turned down a lot of reasonable looks, not a lot of ball screens. Do you want him to be more aggressive?
Yeah, no, I challenged him a couple of times just to be more aggressive. I thought they were going under, and you know, what's he go 3 or 5? But I did talk to him early in the game. I was like, I think there's going to be there's 10 good 3-balls for you tonight. So yeah, you know, he's still being a point guard. He's still shifting it to other people. You know, Milt was super effective tonight, has 11 assists. He's moving the basketball. You know, we have 23 assists. We turn the ball over 5 times. We shoot it pretty well from 2 to 60% from 2. You just got to make some threes and get to the foul line a little bit more. And those 2 areas we weren't good at tonight.
Do you have any idea when Shelley might be back in terms of players?
Yeah, he's got another scrimmage tomorrow. He got one yesterday. Again, if he gets through this one well tomorrow, he's a chance to play on Saturday.